being autistic and overanalyzing everything. So, for example, I would have a conversation with someone, could be a really close friend, have whether it be on the phone, face to face, via text, whatever. And then after that interaction, I will then analyse everything. What did I say? How did I say it? Did I come across okay? Was I rude? Have I annoyed someone? Have they annoyed me? I'll analyse everything they've told me. And I will go round and round like this. I'll speak to my husband about it. If he was there, if he had, the same experience, we'll be talking about the experience we've had probably for about a week. And even then, it will recur. So a month, 2 months, 6 months time, it'll be like, oh, do you remember when we spoke to such and such? Or do you remember when we had a day out with such and such and this happened? And then, do you remember that? And then, oh, why did they say that? And I wonder why they did that. And, oh, perhaps we could have done that better. Literally overthinking and analysing every situation. And it also works the other way around. So, for example, before you go into a situation, because you may be unsure, it may be unfamiliar, you practice before you go in. So you might have a conversation with someone over and over in your head before you actually meet up with them, particularly if it's something you're not comfortable with. So, for example, a good thing I could think of is, like, how anyone, I imagine, practices for a job interview. You'd think maybe the questions you might get asked and the things that you want to say about the company and why you want the job and your skills and that sort of thing. Well, imagine doing that in every situation. So before you go to a restaurant, you're going to look at the menu, you're going to work out what you want to eat, you're going to work out how much it costs, you're going to work out where you want to sit. You're going to look and see if there are any videos of the restaurant, to see the layout of the restaurant, where are the toilets, perhaps even conversation topics that you're going to bring up over the meal. It's that bad sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And for me, whenever I go anywhere unfamiliar, then I will always check things out first. I will find the route, I will go on Street View, I will walk down the road so I know exactly where everything is when I get there, just to make everything more familiar when I get there. So that's something that I know I do, I know my husband does, I know some other autistic people that do the same. I suspect many autistic people do very similar things, maybe on different levels. I'd love to know what you do. Do you overanalyse and overthink about conversations and situations after you've been in them, or do you practice them before you go into the situations? Do you check out the menu before you get to a restaurant? Do you know exactly what you're going to eat? What do you do that makes you feel more comfortable in a certain situation that may be taken for granted for most people? They might just think, oh, I'm just going to pop to a restaurant, I'm just going to pop here, see if they've got, just drop in. Do you have to prepare for those scenarios like I do? Please let me know. I'd really love to know. Thanks for watching.